It's already funded.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. There's still stuff to talk about. Who cares if it's funded? I mean, it's cool that it's
Cobra
funded, but
pushing the button over there.
shit, man.
Yeah, man. What this is really cool. I have not like been doing other things and refreshing a crowdfunding page like every 5 minutes, every 30 seconds.
It's
in
like
a
when you
long
texted
time, like I did for today.
Well, today was my
great.
video day.
I am not even tired.
Yeah, today was my video day, so I shut my phone off whenever, or at least silence it. And when I caught your text after as I was going into the other room, and I was like, no way. Oh, wait. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh,
What the hell?
yeah.
I actually
yeah.
clicked the page. I clicked the page when it was like at 200 backers, but because I was saving pictures and trying to write the art or get the article up and stuff, I didn't get into like 800.
Yep. I actually backed for 2 because one is for Pabs since he's up in, Scandinavia. So
he's away.
But yeah, I mean, I realize that it's like 11 o'clock on the East Coast where like Lenny and Emily and that whole team is, but I'm pretty sure this is like them right now.
Well, they don't have money. I mean, yeah. What's happening, Brian? Hey, Smitty. Mike Mahon. Look at that. Phoebes. Or verbs.
Yeah.
Wait, I saw your comment earlier, Slave Delay. It's been fascinating watching the number of backers climb all day. Less than 800 needed to unlock tier 2, and it's still day 1. That's 800 needed to unlock tier 1. Tier 1 was just announced. Are we back?
Was that you?
Yeah, my internet blinked a little bit.
Yeah, okay. I'm like, I never know what to do because it's like I can't tell if it's me.
It's at a new hour, and my internet's like, hey, wait a second. But yeah, we're at upgrade number 1. We're 800 away from the well, I don't know why I'm not showing this. Boom, from tier 1 right here at 10,000.
Yeah.
And that's already been announced, eh?
Yeah, I mean, unceremoniously, because it had to be, right? Because for all intents and purposes, this has a very good chance of being unlocked before everybody gets to work in the morning, right?
This has a very good chance of being unlocked before we finish this stream.
Touche. That is
yeah.
True. Yes.
Because wait, I just refreshed this as we were going on. 9307. So 9323. I mean, it's slowly building. Maybe.
It's like 9327. Probably when it gets to like 9500, it'll shoot again.
Right.
But
it's crazy.
It's like sport at this point, right? It's funded. We know we're gonna get it, and now it's just, oh God, how fast is this going to go, and how far is it going to go? And it's kind of fun.
Well, see, was it the Sentinel that they ran into? They wiped out most of the stretch goals really quick, and then they had to go a month, or the 47 days. We're talking 40 some odd days with nothing, unless they add stuff,
Yeah.
So it's going to get into the comments of, well, this is boring. What's going on? Is there
anything else to be added? If that happens, you can easily add another one, because I mean, just throw in Chuckles and it'll fund like 100,000 units. Right on.
So. It'll beat because who has the top? Is it Galactus with the most backers?
Yeah, it was like over 30K or right at 30K, something like that. If I remember, I mean, that's been almost a year ago. So
yeah, that was, I've put that out of my head. It's something I don't have in my hand. I won't have it in my hand for a while.
Yeah.
It'll be a great present when it shows up.
Well, and that means that I'm going to have to do some display rearranging too when that shows
We've
up.
already talked about that, but you're
Mhm.
gonna have to. Well, will this fit on your shelf display right now?
Some shelves
The
are going to have to be modified, but I don't
You're
think
looking
it's
at
going to be anything too bad. Like my Legends display is kind of in disarray right now because I've decided I'm not going to rearrange it until Galactus is there and then build around him.
but
So
what about a hiss? You look
his
the other direction. There you go.
so that the G.I. Joe Classified is over there right now. With the incoming middle row happening soon, that was getting moved to a larger space anyway, so I should be in good shape.
Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah. So it's funny because I don't have nostalgic, connections to really much of anything as far as GI Joe goes, but I think this is a really good first pick.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard some comments saying, "Oh, it's not, anything creative. It was safe." Well, sure, but it's also iconic.
Right.
So
And
that's
and like I
important.
said, it's the proper shape for this scale.
Hmm.
But still big. It's not a
Yeah.
plane that's going to be super long or super wide. It fits within the confines of a Haslab, at least how I consider it.
And just from a design standpoint, and this is, selfish or whatever, it has these little things to it that really speak to me all the way back to what I really enjoyed about vehicles when I was a kid. I love vehicles where you can put people in and they're completely closed up and
Mhm.
closed in. And this does that, especially for the driver or whatnot, because to me, it's like if there's even a window or whatever open, somebody was going to find a way and you're going to get got. So I love that it's like enclosed, but at the same time, you can have a crazy person on top spinning around in a 360 turret,
Right.
taking people out.
On top of
Uh-huh.
maybe a trooper or two in the back,
Yeah.
or something. But going back to Savage Saint's points, can't believe this so quickly. I know a lot of us grew up with Joes, but I really thought this was going to be a slow burn like Galactus. Well, all the things that people were talking about before this started, if it is going to be a hiss, it's got to do this. The treads have to roll. There has to be opening panels. There has to be, this, that. I think they nailed every. I mean, I think they hit a lot of points on a lot of people's wish lists
Mm-hmm.
for what it. I know it exceeded my expectations whenever they started moving stuff and turning stuff on, especially this shit. What the click, click, click. This. I don't know why this excites me so much.
Me too. That if you weren't going to say that, that's what I was going to say because the fact that that all of a sudden makes it like dual purpose. It's like, okay, it's a cool vehicle, but then you're gonna run around and play G.I. Joe. Now you're Cobra and you can like use it as a weapon and shine the freaking logo in
Yeah,
everybody's face.
I know. Probably where I'm gonna have to make a place to display this in the first place, right?
Hmm.
Because if it like this, it'd be shining off the shelf whoosh,
Yeah.
onto the floor or something.
You need to like you need to put like a mirror right in front of it so it bounces off and goes somewhere else.
Up in the sky,
Yeah.
calling in Cobra Man.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
But look at this. I mean, it's like a frog. I saw some people complaining about the covers here, and I saw that they were removable too for
Hmm.
display options. And I don't know. But that,
Hmm.
as soon as he mentioned, oh well, that's a port that opens and you can plug stuff in, I was like,
Like
what?
what?
What? What might that be, friend Lenny?
Yeah, and I saw some comments about the boosting of the amount of red and whatnot on there, but you can't look at that and tell me that okay, sure, you put the driver in the driver's seat, but with the color with Destro looking the way that he does, he's gonna look freaking awesome up in that turret,
Hmm.
matching the damn vehicle. It's great. It's great.
Plus, we don't know. Plus, I mean, that second figure they're going to throw in since it funded in less than 7 days. Can we get another figure for funding? No, it wasn't in less than 7 hours, was it?
It was just over. It was like 7.5 hours, seven
Was
hours
it?
and 45 minutes. Yeah,
We get to vote on the color of that too, so that's going to break up some stuff.
yeah,
Bring
yeah,
some color pop in.
yeah.
But here's the stretch goal that they just announced because it funded and
It's really smart. I think it's a really, I mean, I think most people, I mean, because I'm included in that. When I want a stretch goal, my first thing goes right to, oh, I want another figure. I want another figure. But because it funded as fast as it did, we already got a figure as a stretch goal already. And
Mhm.
this just, I don't know, it turns, just added, just the pictures of that added to the side makes this thing look so much more massive and imposing. It's like, now it feels weird without that attached, without these attached to it.
Well, oh, I say this all the time. G.I. Joe wasn't my big line back in the day,
Yeah.
right? So I don't
Yeah.
know. I remember the hiss. I remember my friend having a hiss, but I don't know if this is accurate to the vintage or if this is something made up for the classified line or too classified up. I just like these. It adds some bulk to it. Well, you look at them like that and they look big, but you see it on the
Yeah.
actual vehicle and they don't take up that much room.
Right.
Yeah,
And
they're not
and
sticking out
and
too far.
and to your point, even if it doesn't necessarily have, roots in a vintage design, I still think it falls very much within that span of what we're now living in as far as what's like acceptable variants to modernize something within classified. It's not like what was going on in the first few waves, that it's like this crazy like
Yeah.
alien looking tech something on the outside. It's, yeah, it may be different, but it's still within that aesthetic that they're really going with now.
Michael says it's a mix of Hiss 2, and Hiss 3, which, hey, that works for me.
Yeah.
It's definitely Hiss.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and then somebody was talking, oh, stretch goals, extra seat, blast effects, and some sort of trailer. See, that was another thing. He said ports, automatically thought, well, they're going to add something to that. Why add a hitch if they're
Yeah.
not going to add anything to that?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it only
And
makes sense.
those and the blast effects too. I mean, Lenny said, oh, the cannons don't have the blast effect ports in them yet, but they will. Why is
Right.
that?
Yeah. Because, yeah, right there. Because
Yeah.
it's just sealed off right now.
Yeah.
But do you think that would be considering? Well, yeah, there's always that stretch goal in every Haslab that's kind of what?
It's
Hmm.
just not as exciting as the other ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it may
Yeah.
be somewhere in the middle or something. But at the same time, I I have fun with the few effects I have. That
Well,
pull
and that's
again.
the thing. I mean, if it was like an effects stretch, then okay, something for this. Maybe like I don't know, do the missiles on this first stretch goal, do those come out? I mean, can you put effects? Could you put like effects on the backs of those or something like that for launching or something? I don't know.
Maybe they clip in. I probably honestly, I saved these pictures 15 minutes before we went on
Well, they
because
were pretty much, this was pretty much just unveiled like 30 minutes before we
yeah.
started this thing. So we won't
Well, I
hold that
didn't.
against you.
So I didn't read the description. Let's see. The blast effects aren't going to be stretch goals. I think what Lenny said or suggested is that they were going to be included. They just weren't ready yet.
Hmm.
Maybe I need to watch that again because there was
Yeah.
also some back and forth of me screenshotting and
Yeah.
also going back to this point of the trailer. Just random googling the there was a red hiss, right, that had a trailer with missiles on it that it drug around, but
Hmm.
I didn't actually do research on that because you know me. I'd rather just I'd rather just, well, that'd be cool. But it looked neat. Would
Yeah.
they add more missiles to it?
Hey, I mean, that's their thing, right? Let's let's take the war machine to war and then drag all of the extra pieces with it because hey, it's Cobra.
His SMS Sentry. Uh I'm playing Battlefield 2 right now. Man, I need to play more war games like that. Hold on, you made me forget what I was. Oh yeah, his SMS Sentry. His SM. Yes, I'm misspelled SMS.
ESSEMESS.
Oh, there you go. That's exactly what I was talking about. Images. There you go. Boom.
Yeah.
So there's some
Yeah.
missiles. It drags it. Well, okay, yeah, it does drag it around. Maybe we can get bigger missiles because look how big those are compared to the Hiss.
Dang.
It's got not quite the length, about the length of the body before the
Wow.
look up Sears exclusive Hiss.
Dang.
I didn't realize
That's what
there
I
were
like
so many
about
Hisses.
these live streams with everybody. It's like on stuff that I like, but I may not be as well versed in. Getting the education on it
There it
is
is.
helpful.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Y'all schooling us. 'Cause, hey, you want to get on and talk about this new G.I. Joe classified series Hiss? Don't know shit about the old, the vintage. I can hear people's head exploding in some
Well,
places.
I mean, and that's fine, but
Yeah.
I think you said it once is that this is kind of a different fun for me because this is really like this is my first Joe line. So
Hmm.
like getting to experience it, that way. I mean, I know enough about it, but
Yeah.
this is all new stuff for me. So it's a lot of fun that way.
And for me, again, I'll say it again. I didn't have a lot of Joes, but my friends did, and I always kind of coveted. I was like, "Oh, those are kind of neat," but
Yeah.
I'm doing all these other lines. My parents had to draw lines somewhere. So,
Man, and I've talked about this before. My cousin who is closest to me in age than any of the rest of my cousins, he had a ton of Joes. And I want to say, is it the whale or the killer whale, the hovercraft?
yeah.
Oh man. I wanted to like go home and cry after playing with that thing because I didn't have one. It was so cool. That's the one that I really like fell in love with as a kid.
For me, it was the jet with the X-wings, the
Mhm.
forward scoop
Yeah.
wings, and I think we talked about that before, and the chat will have to give me the name of it again.
Yeah.
Oh, been watching for a while. Y'all are very entertaining. What would the dream Haslab be? Keep up the great work. I appreciate that, Alexander.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't know
Um,
at this point. I see people throwing around Giant Man, and
that's an easy one to kind of default to for sure.
mhm.
Um, I don't know, like just being selfishly a Fantastic Four fan, a really badass Fantastic car would be really cool for me because I mean, Legends doesn't have a lot of vehicles, so
There we go. Conquest X30.
okay,
And a lot of people talk about the X Jet, but I don't know. I don't. For some reason, I don't need it. I,
yeah, it would be
again, it goes to that would take up a lot of room. That
yeah,
the length.
and from X-Jet would be like a background piece for me, whereas like something like the Fantastic Car, I'd actually have the figures in it, you know?
Yeah, you would display it that way. How you
Yeah.
have fantastic car pieces on your wall right now?
Yeah, the old Toy Biz Mr. Fantastic bathtub ones. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Cobra Fang.
Yeah.
Oh, I know there's all kinds of
Even I know that one. Yeah.
Joe vehicles to be had.
But I get it. We're not going to see this thing like in hand for a year or whatever else. But sitting here, amongst like stuff that I haven't put on the shelves yet, or have gotten down, or they're current, so I'm kind of working with them. You know what's going to be fun about this thing is putting randos in the Hiss tank as soon as it gets here. Because I mean, I already had this Destro, but why can't Mancake be up there on the turret as
There's
it
no
goes
reason.
along?
There's no reason to exclude man cake from any display.
That is true. That is
Yeah,
true. So yeah. So
or beef
um
buns.
I don't know this. I have so many figures in this exact scale that a vehicle. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's like, oh, okay, I get it. It's funny. It's a Joe vehicle, and you're putting other characters in it. But you can do it though, right?
Yeah, vehicle. And I've seen quite a few comments, not just the chat, but elsewhere. Of I don't even collect Joe, but this is a kick-ass vehicle for 6-inch figures.
Yeah. And if you want to customize up a $300 Haslab item. I mean, I think this is pretty accessible to that, especially with all the insignia and stuff on there, that if you didn't want it on there, it can be gotten rid of.
Right.
uh,
I think Prophet was talking about these pictures aren't clickable. Hold on. The canopy having two different ways to open.
yeah, it
Because
has and then the gull wings open
yeah,
to the
and
side.
this ladder flips out and the motor
Yeah.
cover comes off and
That, that thinking, it's cool when you see that it does that, and it's like, oh wow, that's a really great idea. But if you kind of think of the way that the classified line has been designed thus far, those types of things fit right in with that, because most every single character, every weapon that they come with is storable. It's like
Mhm.
there's thought process behind just the little details and whatnot, and that's like design work at the right level, and it's coming out in this vehicle here, and that's pretty darn cool.
I
Because
just
it doesn't have to be there, right? It doesn't
right.
have to be there.
No.
If you weren't told, hey, this is going to have a flip down ladder, you're not going to say, man, what this really could have used was a flip down ladder. But it's really cool that it's there.
And something I'm just now realizing that maybe they talked about it in the stream, maybe they didn't. Let's see if I can get an angle on that. Right here.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a handhold here and a stand, there's places for two more Cobra
Yeah, hanging
troopers.
off the side, like throwing
Yeah,
grenades or something like that.
shooting
Yeah,
down the yeah.
yeah,
Because yeah, I've looked at the pictures, but that stream happened. The campaign went up, so I was saving pictures from the stream and saving pictures from the page. I posted to the front page, our front page, and then there was a couple Star Wars figures popped up, and then I went to shoot video. So I haven't sat down, really combed over, because I remember them talking about this jump seat with the it's got a backpack peg in it too.
yeah. It does.
Man.
That's cool.
Hmm.
Because it's Cobra. They're not gonna have seat belts back there, man. So now the figure will stay in place.
Only the driver gets a seatbelt, and that thing, if it's about to explode, there's no way to get out of there really quick.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you just push the logo and it all unbuckles, but
Yeah.
he's not going anywhere.
Oh.
Somebody asked how many how many am I backing? Just the one. I mean, yes, would it be awesome to have an army of hisses taking up even more? If I had infinite money, infinite room,
Well,
but I
and
don't.
I've seen some arguments for doing this too. And this is one of those things that I don't have any problem with people doing this, because anybody who you can back this. There's
Mhm.
no, people are buying extras to fund their own with this, because even though there's opportunity to get in on this, some people aren't going to do it. And
Yeah,
then it's not going to surprise me if these things are going to start going for like $800 once they
because
start shipping.
it's happened with every Haslab, hasn't it?
Hmm.
With
Hmm.
afterwards. And in the case like this, where it's just a limited window, 47, 48 days or whatever.
A long time.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
by the time
it's a long time comparatively with most things of this nature. We'll say that.
right, right. But by the time it comes out, how many new collectors have come to the line and, well, I missed out on the hiss.
Yeah,
And
that's
if they
true.
don't offer it up again, then might as well. But I'll get my one. I'll be happy.
Yeah, I am, since I collect now, after never collecting GI Joe, I am now collecting two GI Joe lines. I'm going to be somewhat, I'm not going to say responsible. I'm going to try not to be as irresponsible as I could be, even though thinking one on each side of like the display would be cool. One's going to be good for me.
But we're saying all this right now without seeing all the stretch goals.
That's true.
It could be something. How many would you find?
I mean, I'll army build Chuckles. We'll do it. We'll do it right now. We'll
Yeah,
do it.
because I definitely, yeah, we'll see how it is after this weekend when all the upgrades are unlocked,
Yeah.
because it should be next week.
Yeah, I have a feeling that Lenny and Emily are going to have to come back on, sooner than they probably thought they would to talk about
Mhm.
some of this stuff. So yeah, it's cool.
Oh, there's a limit of 5.
Oh, they got you.
I can't get my infinite number. Oh, Skyrider, appreciate it. Star Wars our Black Series needs new R2 units plus ball jointed hands. Yes, all figs and extra hands. Yep, maybe someday. We'll see. Didn't we? Oh no, that was today, wasn't it? We haven't even talked about the extra hands for the driver here, huh?
Oh yeah,
Robo
yeah.
has Hasbro ever directly consulted with you and no, no, they have their own
The
official.
one time they tried to, they just didn't take the advice of those old original Legends knees.
You went
That
back.
was not
That's
official
twice.
in any way. I'm just.
That's twice this week you've brought that
I
up.
know.
And
I
they
know.
eventually did. Well, they didn't. Star Wars did. Oh man, indirectly. It only took 15 years, but
Yeah. Yeah. And,
and
and
ever
to this
consider.
point too, I would just like the Star Wars figures to go back to having. I don't know why I want this, but why they stopped making their heads like easily pop offable like every other Hasbro line. I don't know.
I don't know if is that a byproduct? Well, no. Legends does the ball at the bottom of the neck with the dumbbell up high and still can pop the neck off, huh? I just popped it
Legend
off the Fortnite
Legends
figure
comes
today.
off, Power Rangers, Joe, everything. I don't know. I don't know.
But everything is removable with a little elbow grease and heat.
That's true. I
Yeah.
just, don't like that 30-second inconvenience, sir.
Dang it.
Yeah.
And ever consider stand-up comedy? No, no. That means getting in front of people. Maybe someday. I doubt it though. It'd be more like this. Hey, I'd be announcing somebody else is what I'd be doing. Oh, sorry for being lost. Is that a H.I.S.S tank? Where have you been?
Oh my goodness.
Well, okay, that's hard to say. Where have you been today?
A
Because
day. In the last like 9 hours is really all, right? 10, 12 hours, 11
uh,
hours, whatever we're up to
12
now.
hours
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
Haslab, his tank, fully funded. Boom. Ready to go.
Yeah, that thing is cool.
Yeah. I the little anecdote that Lenny shared about why he comes with fists was it was fun, and it was kind of hilarious at the same time because it's like, oh yeah, when these things break down, they got to be able to get out and really fight it up. And I was not having a point of reference for that. I mean, are the Hiss tanks known for breaking down easily more so than any other vehicle, or?
I get it, but at the same time, we all know Cobra Commander, so I would put it past driving across the terrain and just.
Yeah,
But that's not the middle of the fight. Maybe that's some work gloves too.
yeah.
Sorry, everybody. It was 30 minutes to an hour right before my nose started tickling, and it's
Dang.
allergies. And I was out in the yard yesterday and today a little bit. So, how many do you? Yeah, we are one apiece.
Yeah.
I would introduce Sunny, is what I do. And here's Sunny, and then yeah, back down.
Oh. Yeah,
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
I the Hiss tank. Is he a pilot? Is he a driver? I don't know, but that's really
It's a
cool that he's obvious. I think it would be. I don't know. I'm glad that it was included right from the get-go and it wasn't a stretch goal because it didn't have to be that way.
right.
But it's good that it was that way though, because I mean,
But
what good's a vehicle without a driver, right?
yeah, Cobra Hiss driver.
Yeah, whatever.
But do you? Okay, that is cool. That was. It's hard to say now at this point, though. I was going to ask if they didn't do the hey, if it's funded within the 7 days, you get another figure on top of
Hmm.
that. Do you think that's the cause for the mad dash, or if that would have happened anyway because it's a kick-ass vehicle with a kick-ass driver?
Um, I'm going to say it certainly didn't hurt that cause. I mean, honestly, it's like getting a it's like getting an extra stretch goal for free. Just
Yeah.
not, free is not the right word, but without having to do any more work for it than just if you want this thing, put your pledge down now and let's go for it. Because
Well, on top of that too, I feel like that adds to, well, I know it's for the hiss, right? That's the main draw. That's the big daddy. But
mm-hmm,
for me, everything added, I have to look at from a value standpoint. Does that how much value does that hold for me? Or I can look at this as this comes with this driver. That's $25 off. Psh, that makes the hiss itself 275. Math is
mm-hmm.
hard. And then we get another figure, it just thrown in because it funded in the first 7 days, another $25 right off the top. The
Yep.
hiss is 250.
Yep.
So whatever they want to add, it's harder to consider when with the missile things, but even there, that's adding to the value of the hiss for 250, you
It
know?
the missiles, because they wouldn't ever be able to stand on their own, right?
Yeah.
That adds to the perceived value. I
Hmm.
would argue that any additional figure inclusion adds to the actual dollar. I mean, for the case that you just made, that's the actual dollars
Yeah.
value added to it. And I think it's fair to do that math, the addition by subtraction, right?
Yeah.
The value goes up as it goes down because you're getting these figures with it. So
Hmm.
I I mean, I know some people had some initial sticker shock with it, um, but to your point, two figures right out of the gate, that's at least $50 scrape off of there.
Or
Two
like
hundred
Wolfgang
and
says,
fifty dollars, even, and then you put the missiles on it. I mean, it's feeling pretty good.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And we know more stuff's coming. That's just the first goal. There's three more
Mhm.
after this.
Yeah. Yeah. So this one, I know there have been some crowdfunding campaigns in recent times that have not. It's been a hard case for that value for the price. I don't think this one falls into that, and I think that was another driver of it. I
Hmm.
like I said, I heard some people talking about, oh, this is too expensive, but I didn't see a lot of people saying that.
Right. 340 after tax and shipping, unless you're premium member. I got free shipping on it.
Yeah.
And but you could say, "Oh, well, you had to pay $50 for that," but I've already had several things shipped this year,
Yeah.
so it's
My shipping's
and
already been paid for, or my
plus I get
Pulse
early.
premium's already been paid for. Yeah.
Plus, I get some early access for some of the Target exclusives that they only put up an hour ahead and everything else. So I don't know. Again, perceived value. It may be worth it to me, may be worth it to you, but it may not be worth it to you or you.
Right.
Maybe worth it to you. Probably worth it to you and you. You know, everyone
Well,
has their
and
own
there was
different.
a good point there too, is that the figures aren't just being put in a bag either. They're getting their own numbered packaging.
Which which it was Cobra Commander saying it, but to all you completists, you're gonna have to get in it if you want all the numbers, and that felt kind of ooh,
He came for the completists and he called us all imbeciles too. So I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
he wasn't throwing any, or yeah, he wasn't pulling punches today. Yeah.
Mm, mm,
So
mm, 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 mm. Yeah, I look at it the same way. Amazon's gone up to shit. I got that bill last month before. I can't even remember what it is, but it's went up to 100 and for free shipping.
mhm.
But it's Amazon
Oh,
too.
Prime.
I do a lot
Yeah.
more shopping on Amazon than I do Hasbro.
I'm trying to think. I don't know. I don't see. My thing is that I don't pay the bills here, so I like have no perception of cost and value for things like that.
I wish it was a two-seater. I can see that.
I, I'm I will agree with that just because I think it's always more fun to be able to get more figures in a vehicle. But am not going to hold that against this.
My brain just had the weirdest thought of this being detachable, shooting off the whole cockpit part
Mm.
and like wings popping out. I went mask vehicle with it for some reason, but
You mean
but
you went mask vehicle?
mask. Also, people were talking about these portholes here. Maybe that's going to be an addition up top.
Like maybe like a dome or something like that. I don't
See,
know.
again, going back to the H.I.S.S, they were talking about a turret add-on of some kind. I
Mm-hmm.
just saw that picture a minute ago. Where'd it go? There it is.
Yeah,
He's
there it is.
right here.
Yeah, those aren't there for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know. It's just kind of cool looking down into that. It's like, yeah, there's red plastic in there, but you can see the red lighting. Or it's
Yeah.
cool.
Matt, I swear I didn't see your comment until after I went, zhoop. Oh, wait. There we go.
Those portholes are cup holders. I like it. Yes,
Oh,
it can hold
well.
the coffee cups that they had this morning, right?
It's for more missiles. More missiles. If one of the stretch goals is a vac metallized Destro. Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah. That could be fun.
You get missiles and you get missiles. Everyone gets missiles.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. This is just badass. And another thing, I know this is a digital render, but this finish that's on it, it's got some
Mm-hmm.
kind of wearing, I don't know,
Dirtied up and worn down. Yeah.
yeah, some kind of oxidation on the metal.
Yeah. This isn't a right off the line tank, right?
Oh, here's the motor they were talking. Yeah, I forgot that was. And this is the flux capacitor. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
go back in time.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just badass. Oh, I didn't even realize that until now. That
Yeah. So you can expand the width of it just a little bit there. I'll be honest with you. While I was certain that watching this today, I was certain that it was going to be there anyway. But I got to tell you, this is making for well, the Hasbro booth is like the first stop generally that we have at Comic-Con anyway, but I can't wait to see the painted up model of
yeah,
this because
yeah.
they're going to have one there, right? I mean, they have to.
Because
So,
that may be cutting it close though. We're less than a month out, and they're only holding the grayscale model that's not even finished. I mean, they still have to do tweaks to that too. You think they're going to paint one up just to throw in a glass case?
I would bet
Yeah.
so. I mean, that's a good campaign push right there, letting people actually see it in front of them, right? So I guess if they weren't planning on doing that, I would hope that they would be now because I think it's a good investment of time and effort.
For his espressos
Uh,
for the cup holder. You don't have to see yourself out. I'm booting you.
It's
Bye
far too late for that, good sir.
bye. Hiss missiles. It's need or nothing. Hissels. That doesn't work, does it? Hissels. I'll have to remember that way
Well,
a year from now.
okay, so now they need to with that, one of the stretch goals needs to be a black and red version of that new Murph mascot for Nerf that they just unveiled this past week.
You know what? I can't decide whether that's a spawn of Satan or my favorite thing ever. It kind of goes
It
back
can be
and forth.
both.
Yeah.
It can be both. That's the two poles pulling in opposite directions, and you're in the middle. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
One of the remaining tiers is Ula. Damn it. I'm already in.
Yeah. This is going to be fun. It's going to be obviously a point of discussion for a while. I mean, if it keeps up at this rate, those goals are going to be unlocked like super quick. But I think that the way that just that mob mentality or whatever you call it when something like this is going and people back it for the or get into it for the sport of it too. I think that as this continues, if it continues, I mean, all campaigns eventually go like this, but the trajectory of it, I think a lot of people are going to be like, all right, it's time to take down Galactus now, just for the silly point of doing that, which is like, that does not benefit you at all. But like I said, it becomes a sport. This is going to be spectator city for the, next month and a half.
Okay, somebody told me to search H.I.S.S 2. I guess this could be a bigger gun up on top.
Wow.
Is that plugged up on top, or is that the same thing? Is that extendo mode? That looks so small. That is shortened, though. Well, no, that's about the same, huh?
I mean, that goes all the way over almost to the nose of the damn thing, right?
And this. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That may be an add-on.
And if they're red like that too, whoo.
Red. Oh yeah, big red gun on top would be kind of sweet.
I mean, give you options.
Do we know if the missiles blast? No, I didn't read the little blurb or anything, and you can't tell if they detach. Surely they come off there.
I would think that they have to.
Yeah.
I think that we'll probably get more information about this tomorrow and into Friday or whatever, because again, I think they weren't planning on having to have this put up tonight, so it was done quickly. So yeah.
I keep thinking today's Friday for some reason, that we won't hear from them until next
you're
weekend.
up late.
Yeah.
You're up late.
I heard that one of the stretch goals is more seatbelts.
Safety first.
Cobra Commander does not care that much about his army.
Yeah.
Oh, do the missiles dance again? I can't even remember what I did, but nope, I can't remember.
It was who was it that was doing that?
That was us doing the He-Man.
Oh yeah. That's what the Thunder Punch and Terror Claw. Terror Claw. Yeah. Oh, it's just late enough to be able to get back into that.
Yep. Oh, my mouse keeps locking up. Hold on.
Damn Mars Industry mouse.
The UK version was called the Hyena, and the driver was a repaint of Destro called Red Jackal. Oh my god. Do I need to see this too?
Red Jackal Destro stretch goal. All of a sudden, these things are making a lot of sense to me.
Let's see, images. Oh, he's got like a red undershirt. Kinda. I'm trying to find a picture of. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's got a skull and crossbones on his chest.
That's small. I can't.
Oh, and there was an update.
Huh.
But I like it in red too.
See, now you got to buy two and get that airbrush out.
Shit, and pinstripes and everything else. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Backed.
Indeed.
Yeah.
This is I don't know. I on one hand, meeting the goals gets me what I want from it. And then it's kind of strange, like cheering on a campaign for a multi-billion-dollar company to make more and more money. But with the people behind this and the way that they are running this campaign, it's hard not to for their sake. It's like, I don't care about the stockholders or the, executives or whatever, but it's like, that's they deserve the success for this, because I think they've handled everything extremely well.
And it's not just the setup of that. I enjoy sitting through the because I didn't even realize how long that live stream today went. I was just the banter, the back and forth, just the natural feel of, hey, listen to this, and oh, I'm gonna break this, and coffee cups and everything else. It's like hanging out, it's like
Yeah.
doing this
Yeah.
with it's not a it doesn't seem business as usual.
Well, and because I have somewhat of an understanding of what it takes to go live on the internet and coordinate with at least one other person for something that at least seems enjoyable or smooth or natural. And so I watch for those things just subconsciously or whatever. Man, Lenny and Emily, they have never had one of those moments, right? I mean,
Yeah.
they just as as online personalities for this too, they just do well.
Hmm. Where are we at though? 391. Bow. 445.
Yeah, I'm gonna. It may be when we wake up tomorrow, but if not, it'll be very soon. And ag- again, this is kind of funny to say because everyone knows that you don't get charged for this until it closes. But Fridays are paydays, and that's like
Oh, yeah.
artificial confidence, or maybe it's like, okay, I get paid this Friday, so I can take the money for this and set it aside and make sure that it's there for something like this. You see bumps on those days too. So Friday will probably supply a pretty good bump as well.
Is it just me, or does the Hiss front lights give anyone else kit feels? I saw that earlier. Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I also saw a comment earlier about it's kind of DeLorean-ish too, if you get
Hmm.
to hear.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I can't even remember where they called out lights. It's in the cockpit. It's up here, headlights, the projection, inside the back, the tail lights.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
don't
it's
know.
definitely it's definitely not a soft gimmick as far as the lights go. I mean, they are lighting this thing like a fantastical, terrorist organization vehicle of war would probably be lit up, right?
Fully funded by, oh, and I was like, it's funded now, but you're talking all the upgrades. I like that they're calling them upgrades now too. Just
Yeah.
kind of, hey, here's the next. But I'm so used to saying tier or stretch goal that it
Hmm.
just pops in my head.
Hmm. And it's crazy, because fully funded by end of week. I mean, that's not out of the question because all it has to do
Yeah.
is essentially double what it did today, and all of the at least announced stretch goals will be unlocked. And to your earlier point, I mean, what do you do after that? Do you come up with something else, or
That's a lot of days just sitting because did they add something off in the middle? Did they say, hey, we're going to come up with something else? And then they added something, or I can't remember now.
it feels like maybe that I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know. But you know, when all else fails, yeah, I I think probably tomorrow morning there's going to be some conversation about, okay, what's life after 16,000 going to look like, because we got 45 days.
And people get bored
Yeah.
and people start talking about how can it be pushed even higher and will it go higher if there's nothing shown between now and the end. it's
Yeah.
it's 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 hard to find that because they went back down to 8,000, right? Because wasn't the Galactus 12 somewhere in there? Oh, wasn't it higher? Because I know that was a big talking point too when it first started. That
I want to say, was it 14? It was 12 or 14 or
yeah,
something like
somewhere up
that.
there, and
Yeah, I think you're
it was
right.
a little slower because yeah, I don't know. There's no way to predict. There's
They
no. They went
Well, I
down
mean,
fun
you've
quick.
you've been a part of a Kickstarter before. I
Yeah,
mean, the
it's
first 2
nerve-wracking on the other
days,
side. Hmm.
the first 2 days, the last 2 days, I mean, those are your
Yep.
big days. So offering the early bird incentive, but then taking the drama out of it by making that tactician figure available for all backers. That was really smart
Oh,
because
yeah.
people who are going to come in later aren't going to be able to say, "Oh, I didn't go in the first week, so I don't get it. So no, I'm mad at you guys." No, you get it too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's always going to be limitations, or you're never going to make everybody happy. But
Yeah.
I think there is some pretty darn good thought and compromising and or whatever else.
This and we probably say it every time there's a successful Haslab, but this should be the blueprint for all futures. Here's your base item. Here's your little extra item. Here's your incentive to bag it in the first week. Here is some good stretch goals, because we've
Mhm.
seen failed Haslab where it was kind of like, oh, I don't feel like that's worth. It's not adding to my value, you know.
Yeah.
So
And I think it's important that if you don't have that jolt at the beginning, it's hard
yeah,
to, I don't know. It's much easier to get to the marathon portion if you've already won. You know?
I know.
I
Don't want to sweat it for
yeah.
a month and a half because yeah, well, with the lightsaber I can see them going, hey, the Ghostbuster prop did really well, but the Ghostbuster prop is a little more iconic than. I have nothing against Reva's lightsaber. It looks cool, but I don't do props, and that's a big old honking lightsaber.
I think well, I think there's a perception too that
There's
that proton pack, the actual pack piece, it I think most people agree that it had to be a Haslab. That's not something that's going to be out on the shelf. With the lightsaber, it's kind of like, yeah,
oh
this and that. So I think there's like some train or school of thought out there that it's like there has to be something that is deserving or is requiring of a crowdsourced campaign, and if it's not, then it turns people off of it, right?
right, right. Also, like Matt says, have a physical model in hand before opening presentation, because this also did a lot for going, oh shit, that is big. You can put measurements all over it. You can have digital renders.
My
You
brain
can't,
doesn't work that way.
yeah. But Lenny holding it and knowing, having stood beside Lenny at some point, I
Exactly.
know how big this is. You
And
know,
yeah, because Lenny's, he's a big dude,
yeah.
and that's yeah.
So yeah, this and uh, and yeah, my brain understands this.
Right, right. That's reference that you have. Just seeing it in space and saying, "Oh, well, here's a digital render next to a digital render," even though it's like, yeah, I have a figure that size, but
Yeah.
I can't pull it out of the I can't pull it out of there to really get a feel for it.
Galactus was fully back, but we got nothing after that for days because it happened on the weekend, wasn't it? Didn't they announce it on a Friday? Maybe that's why I'm thinking today's Friday, or was the Sentinel over a weekend and they couldn't hit it? I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah,
But
I
they've already
I
shown
I
tier
just
one.
I feel as though that maybe thanks to the where there were some, I don't want to say hiccups, but just things that probably weren't ready or didn't go as smoothly as before. They learned from that.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that the graphics, the announcements, the renderings, everything for at least the initial announcement of every single stretch goal is a button click away for this.
Hmm. Hmm. Have it all set up. In fact,
Mhm.
maybe a little too early because didn't they click a little early on the Hasbro site yesterday? But
Yeah, when they were doing like the test environment update or whatever
yeah,
for it to go live. Yeah, that kind of sucks.
you can tell the
But
Joe's team is having fun. Yeah, definitely.
yeah, exactly. And that's, and to that point, they're having fun. I mean, I saw, because Emily on Instagram yesterday, was it? I mean, she was going with the wink wink, okay, I guess it's going to be a terribly kept secret. I mean,
Yeah, at least
you
go.
got to roll with it, and she
Yeah.
did.
Does it happen to them? Because I can see like the Marvel team always getting stuff blown for them. You know, it's always overseas stuff or lists of some kind or that. And I don't. But at the same time, I don't really pay attention until we see some pictures. So I can. I can't remember how often it happens to GI Joe.
Well, and you say, and I mean, I guess we're talking about, Yojo June in general here. Yeah, it's hard to really process things until you see pictures. But I got to tell you, one of my favorite parts about this whole month of this stuff, because there have been certain streams that have been better, more engaging, more interesting than others. I mean, unboxing vintage figures is kind of fun, but that's not like, that's not meaty in terms of like information and whatnot. But with every single stream except this one, and I saw you highlighted a comment, and I actually saw it on Instagram before,
Yeah.
them talking about the pipeline reveals of names, that was a really fun part of this whole month. And when we were watching the stream today, I felt so selfish and stupid, because I was like, man, this is really incredible, but oh, they didn't announce 2 more figures, but they're going to, because they just
Yeah.
forgot to do it.
Yeah. It took. I think I'm still coming around to that because we already have pipelines, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they went the Star Wars route with pipelines when we were seeing digital renders. I like
Right.
seeing something toy-like whenever they do the announcement, because without going back and looking, I can't tell you. Well, I could probably, if I thought real hard, of the pre-pipeline reveals that we've seen this month.
Yeah.
Uh, Scrap Iron, and I've got them here. We'll go through them here in a minute. But
Yeah.
I like it, but to me, it's just like, hey, you're gonna do a, and this is not me shitting on it. It's just, hey, you're gonna do a main character sometime in the future. That cool, but there's also something to confirmation.
I
Also,
think it
I
hits a
get it.
little differently with Joe, because right now it's so wide open
Yeah,
that
yeah. Well,
it,
okay.
it's fun to hear. Oh, yeah, holy shit, they're gonna make rock and roll, and he's gonna be, yoked,
Mhm.
as Lenny said. It's like, that's fucking cool, man.
Yeah, I guess I don't consider it in the broad spectrum that how many Joes and Cobras we have to go, and Dreadnoks and everybody. So I get it.
Well, and there's a part of it too, I think, though, that it's like, well, they're teasing out these characters, but just think about everything else that's going to be like alongside and in between and whatnot. It's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's like you start mentally like thinking about what they don't say too, right? I don't
Because I
know.
know what's the one name you're waiting for.
Well,
Yeah.
I say it too much, and I'm guilty of that with all my favorite characters. But yeah, it gives me hope that maybe, I don't know, tomorrow or next week or something, they're gonna say, "Hey, guess who's gonna be coming in 2023?" Sorry, they
And
don't
it's
sound like that. That's me being an idiot.
that's but as excited as that makes you, and how you talked about Chuckles even before this line even started, I'm excited to get Chuckles.
Well,
It's like, oh,
he's a homer for you, so
and
there's
that
that.
made it, that elevated them even further.
Yeah,
Little
yeah.
Rock, Arkansas. Come on now.
But yeah, I don't know, like hearing those names, and it, and like I said, it's wide open right now. Oh, like a lot of people are really high on the line right now and whatnot. It's kind of just like, it's kind of the equivalent of characters showing up in like Justice League Unlimited. Like that show, some guys
Mhm.
never really did anything, but it's, oh, holy shit, they're in that style, and they're in this cartoon. That's cool. That's kind of
Yeah.
how I feel when, I'm hearing these characters that aren't going to be out for a year or more right now. It's still going to be, it's still fun.
Matt has a good point too. That names leak out from other sources anyway, so Hasbro might as well publicly bump for it or get a publicity bump for it. I can
Because
read. Shut up.
because then they get to do it twice, right? It's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, yeah,
Then
guys, Shipwreck is gonna come out, and I'll tell you that right now. And then 6 months
yeah.
from now, here's Shipwreck.
When the leak lists hit, it's like, yeah, we said that. Okay, from that point of I can see that point of view. I guess
Yeah.
selfishly, I get that it doesn't excite me too much because I text doesn't stick in my brain.
Well, and then so it's like a new surprise all over again because you'll have forgotten about it.
Exactly. See, that's how my brain works. I can't wait to get old and even more forgetful. It's a brand new day every day. I get to fall in love all over again. I get to meet new people all the time. Hell yeah.
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 Yeah. Seeing all those old familiar faces for the first time in San
Yeah.
Diego here
Yeah.
in less than a month, right? Which, speaking of, I got my badge today.
Oh, really? I didn't check my mail. I should probably do that. I saw Matt's post about it just coming in an envelope.
I was gonna say the same thing. It's like I got used to like a couple of years of a nice ornate box with a pin and stuff like that, and now it's like it's literally a padded envelope with nothing else in there.
It's like, yeah, here you go.
Uh-huh.
Get on it. 445, 486. Oh, we're not going to be able to count down to the end.
Yeah, but it, where can you back this from? Because I know it's not everywhere. Is it just what the U.S.?
Yeah, U.S.
Is that it?
I think so.
Not UK?
Well, I don't know. I didn't look at the UK Hasbro site.
I guess you can go back in and choose your choose your location, but yeah, the point is that is it going to make sense for all hours of the morning or at night for it to get a bump while we're asleep, right? I don't know if it's available in those places.
UK Hasbro is a different site.
Oh, okay.
It's showing United Kingdom.
Oh,
it's showing it's showing 9493. It's the same counter.
But yeah, it seems like am I making this up that when Galactus was there, they made a comment that like the international ones are kind of dumped in batches to the count too, or something like that. I don't remember.
Oh, when it would jump?
Yeah,
I don't know, but
maybe
their counters lined up, so I don't know. Maybe they're connected now. US, UK, and Germany.
Okay.
Does it need some kind of handles on the guns? No, maybe the handles are underneath and it controls the whole thing. I'm bullshitting. I don't know what I'm talking about. See, right there. This is forward. Oh, this would be steering, huh? Oh, no, that's inside the cockpit. What the hell am I talking about? This.
I was going to say, it really showed that you were the engineer on the Millennium Falcon ride.
Shut up. No.
Some people didn't pilot it, and it shows.
I never got to pilot. But in a land vehicle, that would be the throttle, and that would be directional, unless that's some kind of weapons, right? But there's no steering wheel, so that would have to be tilt forward, back, side, side.
Yeah.
Oh, no, but it's 2 treads, so it should have...
Yeah, it's like...
This is so unrealistic.
Yeah.
God, I can't back this now.
This fantastical design is bullcrap.
Yeah, this totally made up sci-fi. I don't think it shows down in there. Yeah. Maybe you just grip the... I don't know. Ooh, foot controls. Good. Oh. Is that a pedal right there?
Dang, is it?
No. Well, I don't know. It may be some kind of foothold. It's some kind of pedal down on the metal.
Where you put the pedal?
Yeah.
It's to the metal.
Oh.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
that controls. And then this is a weapon system of some kind because it's got a weapon button, and this is self-destruct.
Where's the jack?
And this is music. This is the toilet, and
Seat
this,
warmer.
yeah,
Seat
this is the
warmer.
seat warmer. What are they aiming at here? What is it? There's cruise control, but this is a whole planet of
Hey, I mean,
Alderaan. These buttons, yeah, these lights. Never press the big red button. Exactly.
uh-huh. Uh-huh.
We're thinking. I think we're all thinking that that's going to be some kind of upgrade. That something's going to plug on top.
Yeah. And I really like that suggestion of what was it, the H.I.S.S. 2 turret that
Oh,
would go up on
yeah,
top? That
and
I
then
really like that idea.
the Death Star hiss confirmed.
Ooh. Oh man. You
Uh,
know, I know this is a $300 Haslab, but man, it would be really cool to see somebody redeco this Imperial tank. Oh man, that'd be
yeah,
really cool.
but I
Put a
like
stormtrooper in there.
it's the disco ball of destruction, the Discinator. I love it.
Oh
You
man.
you may fire when ready.
You may fire when ready.
Uh-oh. I keep missing comments. I see somebody replying to Matt, but I don't see Matt's comment.
It's
I thought that
moving.
was
It's moving too. It's too fast for you, old man.
it's moving too fast. Life goes pretty fast. It's a
So
self-driving hybrid.
yeah, I mean, with all this supposed technology, I mean, we're getting to that point in the real world. I mean, it's got to be able to do that to some extent, right?
Yeah, yeah. But we're talking about 1980s here, baby. That's as this
Is
is
that where the timeline still is?
yeah, 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 yeah. No. On a radar. These are some kind of levels. That's fuel
Fuel,
and
fuel.
fuel. Fuel.
Now, when Indiana Jones is going to crash the airplane. Fuel, fuel.
Oh, the big red button is it looks imposing, but it's just a cigarette lighter.
They are
Again,
Cobra. I
80s.
bet they smoke because they're bad dudes.
See, 80s. It's it goes back to there. It says cruise on the main display. Yeah, I saw that. Cruise.
Dang.
The inside kind of now that I'm up that close, it does remind me of Knight Rider in here too. Oh wait, there's a temperature gauge too.
60 is that 67C? Woo!
Yeah.
Hot, hot, hot.
Huh.
Tesla hiss. It is kind of shaped like that damn truck that they make, isn't it?
The Cyber truck, is that what it's called?
I don't know.
Oh, Cobra
Some
vapes.
bullshit.
Cobra vapes because they're super evil. Yeah. Oh man.
Cobra Commander just likes to see it come out from underneath the
Yeah.
chrome mask. And
Doing the
yeah.
swirls and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. But let's talk about because we were almost there. Let's talk about the guys that we haven't seen yet because those are
Okay.
fun too, right?
Hold on a second. I've got them all separated into you talking about the pre-pop lines?
Yeah. Yeah, the 2023 crew, which is only 6 months away at this point.
I cannot
But
hold on. My computer's being
well, no, while you do that, speaking of like figures, it seems like maybe like the dam is starting to burst a little bit, and people are starting to get new stuff because that's been somehow Dorkside got a small bit of Storm Shadow and Spirit and Cobra Officer like way back like in January, but that's been like it from it. I'm hoping that like things are catching up and we're going to see a deluge of next waves, Target stuff and whatnot coming out over the next couple of months.
which it needs. It needs
Yeah.
a shot in the arm because yeah, it seems like it's been a dry spell for a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean,
I want those Walmart, classic
mhm.
retro ones.
I was actually going through and looking at my pre-orders that I have, and I caught those on Pulse. I
Hmm.
was like, dang, I need those and Outback and oh,
Bazooka.
Bazooka. There's so many of them.
Yeah.
Oh, let's talk about the fact that Robo was right. We'll just stop right there. Robo was right. That's all we need to know.
What
No,
what did it say?
that
She's
Fiona is definitely a crocodile. Look at her teeth. I've had some comments of that it's an alligator, but
but
I look.
it's not Gator Master.
I know, but a lot of people go back to the bio of Crocmaster and it says his alligators, and for some reason, but I googled alligator versus crocodile, and it looks like Hasbro did the same thing because a couple of those pictures, I'm like, oh, this is the figure exactly, almost shape wise, and
Really?
yeah, just proportions.
Huh.
I also saw
Well,
somebody.
I was not aware of the bio piece on that, but to me that makes the bio more weird than anything. Because why
Yeah,
do you call somebody Crocmaster? You'd think if you're going to be Crocmaster, like it's like beer drinkers, man. It's like that's your brand, and you
yeah,
would look down at anything else, right?
yeah. I don't need alligators.
Damn it.
I can't help it. That's his voice comes out because he's got a Bane mask on, and
Yeah, oh, yeah, he does.
he's got a rebreather on. Fiona is
Yes,
a
I have
chocodile.
crop gas going into this mask.
Crocodiles. I was born in the swamp. Oh wait, I skipped. I keep seeing this, but I cannot remember the song tune. We're code slither, something like that. Whenever Zartan and the Dreadnoks are a
That
band.
that feels more like a Super 7 possibility than Hasbro.
Didn't realize crocodiles and alligators aren't the same. They're really when it comes down. It's like, well, they aren't even the same. I don't know how that works. All the differences and stuff. It's snout and how the teeth are set up in the mouth.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you actually look into it, there are a lot more differences than it's kind of like frogs and toads, right? They're very, very different from each other. Maybe not quite. Maybe they're more different than crocodiles and alligators and whatnot, but they're pretty different.
Yeah. Grumps, that's not unlocked yet. It's a 9/5/14.
Close, close.
Okay, wait a second. Let's see. Yep, that's the review for tomorrow. And my new favorite toy.
He's gonna look great in that his tank turret. Yeehaw!
I've got him doing Doc Holiday. The mustache throws me. He has to have some manners. I'm your huckleberry syrup.
Yeah, I was gonna say huckleberry syrup.
Is he sticky? Hot, sweet, and sticky. Okay, here we go. The very first of the month, they announced rock and roll.
R&R.
Now here's this, and there's also this that I kind of went with, more of a modern look.
Yeah, I'm thinking he's probably gonna look more like I just see because I think because Lenny made it a point of saying that he's gonna be, pretty jacked. I see like the rolled up sleeves with like just barely being able to contain the biceps, and he's got some big honking forearms.
Yeah.
And that arm hair is going to be included too. So
But this also, here's a more modernish look for Shipwreck, who was the other pre-Popline reveal for the first of the month. Broken
I'm
Roll Beat version 2.
I am not I'm not going to take away from the merits of version 2 Shipwreck, but I gotta
I know where
say,
this is going.
if he's not version 1, I would be very, very disappointed.
Okay, hold on, guys. I'm looking up ship or rock and roll version 2. Holy shit. Okay, hold on. Before we get to that. Oh, there's rock and roll, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But here is rock and roll version 2. Look at those
Oh
guns.
god. That's like Rio Blast style.
Yeah, that's like 4 miniguns.
Yeah, I guess he does have to be quite yoked.
Although I do like the look of it. It's oh, there's the figure. It's got
Yeah.
some arms, sleeves rolled way up.
I'll say that that version seems to fit the classified aesthetic maybe a little bit more.
Yeah. Hmm. But you never know.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt doesn't like it.
I just it's fun again as someone who was not a Joe collector as a child. I think it's still kind of fun to, get into that original, what is it, the original 13? Is that what it
Mhm,
is?
mhm. I
Lineup.
think.
I think that's fun too.
But V1 isn't a uniform, it's a stereotype. Maybe they included a second head with a swabby cat. You talking about
Yeah, but
this?
I mean that shipwreck.
Yeah. With Polly?
That's Chuckles parrot. I'll have you know.
Now you uh,
I'm gonna get part of that setup with this
uh-huh.
figure. So
Did they reveal the first tier? It's supposed to be a missile attachment. Yeah. We were looking at pictures earlier. There, it
yeah,
looks awesome. It's not too bulky, but it adds to the ship. That's cool.
it's a very appropriate stretch goal, I think. Yeah.
But does the Navy not wear this anymore? I don't know, military. There's this too.
Yeah.
Because he needs a flintlock. Or well, a modernized version looks like. Is that a scope
Damn
on
right.
top?
I just I don't know.
Or
It's
shotgun?
iconography to me more than realistic justification.
Right. Okay. Let's see. That was June 1st. June 8th would be. Oh,
That was that scrap iron? No, that was
hold
the
on.
later one.
Where the hell did it go?
I'm getting them all confused. There was
I'll have to go to the side. Hold on. It looks like I didn't save the pictures. Again, text.
what is wrong?
Do.
Hold on. Now you got me scrolling. You see
Yeah.
me.
Hold on. I'm looking it up on the front page. G.I. Joe. Wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe was there.
You're gonna get it. You're gonna find it.
Am I going to find it? It's way down here. Oh, June 8th. There we go. Right there. Boom.
It was Copperhead and Torpedo, right? Am I right?
Oh, for some reason I didn't stick the pictures. Oh, well, yep. Oh, no. Copperhead and Torpedo.
Yeah.
So, let's see. And those are pretty straightforward looks, right?
Yeah, I think they're looks that are very accessible to adaptation for the line. Yeah, I mean, I even though I want a very classic shipwreck, I understand that's a harder one to. It's a more difficult one to bring up into it.
There
I
we
don't
go.
think
Oh,
these are at all. I think they're pretty straightforward.
Copperhead. There we go.
I mean, like a
Oh, and then
Cobra
torpedo.
tank top.
Hey, man. 64 degrees.
Celsius.
Yeah, less than 500. It's well on its way. And torpedo. Pow.
Yeah,
Damn, these
that's
pictures are.
you know that's going to be a fun figure with like the way the suit's going to work and the weapons inclusions and things like that. That makes me want more water people, water guys, right?
Water people.
Water people. It's like
Yeah.
merman.
More divers or, yeah. God,
Yeah.
all these pictures are tiny. Google.
Google.
But there you go.
It seems like a different version.
He drove a boat and was from the Everglades. Sleeves are optional.
Touche.
Uh-oh. Alexander, appreciate it. Any love for Hasbro to do the Annihilator version 1 figure anytime soon? I want a helicopter backpack. Damn.
I mean, anything that is called the Annihilator.
Yeah, they have some cool name. Oh, it is a annihilate the top of your head if you bend over to
Go Gadget Annihilator.
or your friends. That's cool for a little upgrade pack. That'd be a neat thing.
Well, I've
Man,
got
was
yeah,
hmm,
that's totally like I'm getting Inspector Gadget vibes from that. I've
yeah.
never seen this before, but I like it.
That makes me think gliders would be easy to do too.
Yeah. And and to that point, if they do that, I look because there was a Ninja Turtles one, and there were ones in other lines when they were showing the Sky Striker update with the parachutes that they were.
Oh, I hate to say this, but I zoned out whenever the Sky Striker came up. I was waiting for some kind of other announcement afterwards, and I didn't see a lot of that
Oh
talk.
well, yeah, they went through it and they were showing the parachutes, and it's like a toy parachute that is designed to go on a figure. I have a great appreciation for those that you can actually like take up high and throw, and it brings it down at
Hmm.
a relatively slow, you know, I guess realistic rate of falling or whatever. That's always fun to me. So yeah, let's get some parachutes in the classified. I want
You'd
to go out on the deck and.
need a bigger parachute for 6-inch though.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Water people, they live in water, but are also people.
See, I mean, the storyline and the theme song, they write
Water
themselves.
people is filmed before a live studio audience. Okay. Okay, so the next month, for the 15th, we got, I actually found these pictures. We got Snow Job. What?
Glorious.
Yeah.
Glorious.
What? Snow Job. That's
It's wonderful, and just the accessories are going to be wild.
oh yeah. And who doesn't I can't do it. Oh, it is after hours, isn't it? Who doesn't love a
Yeah, it
good snow
is.
job?
Yeah.
Come on. Give me
Yeah.
all the snow jobs you want to give me. All of them. It looks like a go job for snow job.
You know what I appreciated about that announcement was that's what they're calling him, because I hate to, default to conservatism when it comes to marketing of names of toys, but in this modern world, they very well could have not gone with that name for various reasons, but
Yeah.
they're going with it, and I'm glad.
He sort of, Winter Walter just didn't work. It doesn't roll off the tongue as much. Snow Job, all over the tongue.
On the package, he will be Snow Occupation.
Snow. It'll be yeah. I I can't think of anything offhand. Blizzard Berry. Snow Jobs cost extra. He's James Bond with a beard. Dun dun dun
With
dun.
a glorious ginger beard.
And to go along with him was Tunnel Rat.
Yeah, Tunnel Rat's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ski Job Steve. Snow Worker.
Snow.
Snow Career. Coming back, I remember my first snow job. Man.
See, there was logic into After Hours for this.
See, this works perfectly.
I like
for
it.
this simple fact. Oh, we're not scrap iron. That's next week or last week. That would be
this is Larry Hama in action figure form.
Oh, I've got all these folders.
Yes, as said, Tunnel Rat equals Larry Hama. Yeah.
Okay.
It'd be really cool to get a little likeness going on there too.
And then last week, wrong button. Was Grunt. I freaked myself out. I look back over and whoa, what am I doing that big?
So a more industrious person would have looked this up very quickly when the question first came into their mind. But is Grunt an individual, or is Grunt an army builder?
I'm probably going to use it as an army. Chat's about to tear us up,
Yeah. Well, I'm honestly asking.
But then Grunt's body, I believe, was used for a couple of different characters. He was an individual.
Okay.
He's a single guy.
It's hard finding love in this world.
Yep. He should go hang out with Snow Job. Grunt is an individual.
Yeah. Okay.
Grunt is an original 13.
I knew that. But I knew that, but I wasn't sure if he was used as the army builder. Which, I mean, when you're a kid and you're pretending, you can army build anybody if you want to. But
the non-name Joes were called green shirts.
Mm-hmm. I learned that as a reaction.
Can you use this as a green shirt with different heads if you were to swap things out? He's a boy and his name is Grunt.
That's it. I shut it down.
Night's finished. We're done.
I'm a person. Tut tut, yak face.
Sir Davey, I wonder if this Haslab success will give Hasbro the confidence to take a chance on a Haslab classified playset. We haven't.
I mean, there were some small play sets, right? Like outpost type things or something like that.
There were, if I remember right. Let's just say it. We're going for a flag, right? Are we going to do a Haslab flag? 6-inch scale or 1/12 scale?
How big is the original?
That Grunt body was used for Stalker and made in Black Commando Snake Eyes, I think. So is it? Well, I have to go look up Stalker's body. They call him Mr. Grunt.
So this picture, I love this old card art, but looking through a lot of characters, as you wish list, as one does, with a line like this, and I think Grunt is a good example of this. There's a lot of weird poses in these pictures, and a lot of weird, like, I think I've touched a gun maybe like once or twice in my life, but even I know that you probably don't like
But
run with a gun like that, or
but at
like,
the but at the same time, that's how. Well, I mean, yeah, the toy would hold it by the handle, but a toy would also hold it like that. An action figure. That's a very action figure type pose right there.
well, and I think that I noticed it first with Chuckles, right? Because like he's like got the like gun like pointed like way out the wrong direction or something like that, and I'm like, this they hold their weapons strange.
Robo search G.I. Joe HQ playset. G.I. Joe H. How do you spell HQ?
It's not that late.
Oh shit! Yeah, I knew there was something like this with a cage in it. Pow.
Oh man.
That's kind of neat. Has some gun turrets. Has a well, it's essentially a wall with some platforms and some kind of control room right there.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe pictures are always so small. That'd be
That
neat.
that is cool, and I like kind of the minimalist design for it, but at the same time it's like, man, Cobra had them smoked with like where they lived and stuff, I guess, except for the flag, right? Because I mean, you put that up against the Terrordrome, and it's like, oh, come on.
This seems like a very modular type thing. In fact, kind of, if you got some third party walls going on with some, I mean, it's essentially just some rivets. Hell, those almost look like space walls.
I was gonna say that's almost something that like you could see an extreme set for.
That's the prefab fort in the comics, which became the basis for the HQ design on the cartoon.
uh,
So they just carry panels in and just drop it however they want. Robo, look up Grunt version 2 with glider. Uh-oh. Grunt B2 glider.
glider. It's a glider.
Oh, look at that. Well, yeah, the glider became a thing for a while, didn't it? They used it a lot in the cartoon.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, go up to the roof and go. Whoo.
Is that the same figure, just in a different color?
I think so, because that head is pretty unmistakable, right?
Joe's are trash. Terradrome for $2,000. Joe and
If
Cobra
you're
version.
lucky.
Yeah. Yep, tan instead of green. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. One day, the chat is gonna give Robo a bad search, and I'll be like, "How do you spell that?" Click, 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 click. What do we got here? 514 to 551. And there was one more. Pow, scrap iron.
Yeah.
That was last week.
And so I think there's a lot of potential for the going a little nuts with the drone. I mean, that's a drone type thing, right?
It almost feels like the way he was talking about how big, and it almost feels like it's going to be a deluxe, maybe.
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah.
I doubt it. It doesn't. I think it started. Where was it? 9/3 when we
Yeah.
started.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's slowed down, but it's also almost midnight.
Well, it's past midnight on the East Coast at this point, so yeah. Scrap iron is mentioned in the H.I.S. tank write-up. Interesting.
Somebody earlier was talking about putting scrap iron in the H.I.S. tank.
That would work.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, Cobra to me seems like the type of group that it's like you see it happen a lot, where like the no-name driver is sitting in the cockpit and somebody like scrap iron or somebody comes by and just grabs them and throws them out and gets in, and then goes crazy.
Bazooka and Alpine. Have they announced Alpine? No, but we've seen Bazooka and Tiger Force.
Tiger Force, but it's probably I'm willing to bet that we'll probably see good red shirt bazooka
Yeah.
next year since Outback is coming so quickly. But there are two more at least that they're going to announce because Emily, said that they just forgot to do it today, and I'm just wonder who it might be at this point. It could be that's the thing. The line's so wide open still
Yeah.
that
There's Quick Kick.
Quick Kick would be a good one.
Oh man, I was about to blurt out what the one I wanted, but I think it's Snow Viper. Is it Snow Viper that I want?
I don't know. What about like Wild Bill or
Wild Bill's
Jinx?
cool.
Jinx would be cool.
We need Alpine.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Leatherneck. Or frickin' give me Road Pig. All right.
I think it was Naugahyde that comes with a Razorback. I want that as a pet accessory. Well, it comes with a Warthog, but close enough,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, and
Snow
that's
Serpent. There
that's
we
the
go.
thing. It's like Road Pig too. Give me the complete like roided up dude with the cinder block on a stick as a weapon. So
I don't know what it. Oh, this guy, so sweet. It's one of the few GI Joes I had, and I love that thing.
oh yeah, you talked about that. You've talked about that
Mhm.
before. Is that the Snow Serpent guy?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
Sci-Fi and Dial Tone and Lifeline. Yeah, those are the characters because I remember the GI Joe cartoon early, and again, I guess early on is when it sticks in my head. But so many different characters that I forget about.
Yeah.
Big Boa, Cold
Yeah.
Slither. Yeah.
Yeah. Fridge, man. Let's get the fridge. But that's what I mean. It's like, with the exception of a couple, it seems like any of these that we've rattled off seem like candidates for the line right now because
Right.
Colts.
What?
Yeah.
You'd take it. I'd buy it. Of course, we'd
No.
need the base characters first, and then get a Cold Slither pack.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Forget the fridge. Let's get the whole 85 bears.
Damn. They would they'd tear Cobra apart with their bare hands.
Mutton Junkyard's on my list too. I love that. Oh man, if it's as good as Timber, then bring it on.
Mm. Now, Mutt's the guy, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
And Junkyard's the dog. Man, it's just there's just so many obviously that haven't been done, and I don't know. It's and I've heard it seems like the one that I hear people are like, oh, I hope one of the pipeline announcements is going to be Serpentor. It's not. He's one that I think will absolutely not be a pipeline announcement. That is going to be we're revealing this character having no prior reference of it being in the line, and here it is, and it's going to make people like go crazy. I think he's too much in demand to make a pipeline reveal, right?
I think isn't there supposedly pictures of some sculpt floating around out there already?
Is
And
there?
and and I think it was alluded to in one of the live streams. I think a lot of people are expecting Serpentor here very, very soon.
Maybe it's San Diego.
Yeah, I don't know. Have they announced a exclusive for that yet?
No. I just mean as a reveal for San Diego.
What the hell are we still waiting for? Oh, we're still waiting for Mindbender, aren't we? In that big box.
Yeah,
So
but
maybe that pushes Serpentor back. Maybe Serpentor is a reveal.
that's what I mean. Like
Yeah,
a reveal.
I was coming around to your way of thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Mindbender, have they announced how he is being released?
Oh, those pictures leaked out, and then I don't think they've shown or said they haven't said anything.
And then Sergeant Slaughter is a timed release to San Diego, but they have made it clear he is not an exclusive to San Diego.
Right.
Yeah.
There you go, Michael. I like that look too. Some white and blue sticking out from all the Cobra. That'd be cool.
Who is that?
That's Battle Armor Cobra Commander.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, okay. That I know. Okay, the drawing just wasn't clicking with me.
Oh, that's on the package.
Yeah.
Is that Raptor?
Yeah. Raptor is much needed. Much needed. Not only because of the design, but because Cobra actually has a damn Falconer on the payroll.
Mindbender went up on Best Buy for about a day, not orderable. So that's where the pictures come from. Oh, there you yeah.
Okay, so unless it's the off chance of him being a Best Buy exclusive, it sounds like he'll be available to actually order, right?
Yeah. They said someone Sergeant Slaughter to punch Serpentor or Nemesis Enforcer. Do. You shut your mouth about that, Veeps.
About what?
I can't remember what you were talking about now.
The Falconer part?
Oh, yeah.
Because that's awesome. No, I think it's awesome.
What do we got here? Let's see.
It's like there's gonna be a Raptor G.I. Joe offshoot movie directed by Wes Anderson or something.
About this? Some G.I. Joe.
What is
That's
that?
Nemesis Enforcer.
Oh,
See?
okay. Was that a custom before, or was that just like an updated version of it?
That's just a picture. Maybe it looks drawn.
Oh, okay.
That's a custom.
Yeah.
That's the figure, I think. Yeah. 1987.
Yeah, that's
later,
wild.
Andrew. Yeah, we're not on for much longer. Well, yeah, we're gonna call it at midnight for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's only Wednesday night.
No, shut up. Maybe that's why I keep thinking it's Friday. I'm not supposed to be on a stream this
I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Oh boy. Isn't he like 8 feet tall? Oh, yeah, maybe. Oh, I kind of like that. That's cool.
Yeah, he's putting his arms up in the air to make him look even taller.
And he's got those blades coming back.
Dang. Some wild stuff.
That's some weird, wild stuff.
That's some weird, wild stuff.
What do we got? 551 and funded. Nope, 562.
All right.
We're clicking refresh at midnight on the first day.
To unlock the stretch goal.
Yeah.
For Pete's sake.
Got to do 4+ hours. No, not tonight.
Bird person.
My fave Joe was hit and run. They would kill it in the classified style.
Yes, and then run away. Hit and runs are illegal, sir.
Wait, fast draw. McGraw? Johnny Carson impressions. That's the the up-to-date modern humor that everybody's looking for. Current events.
It's funny because my in-laws, they got tired of the satellite TV bill going up constantly, so they just canceled it. So now you just get 5 or 6 channels. So it's not uncommon, I think, on weekend nights for them to watch old reruns of Johnny Carson because that's on some channel that they get now.
Man, dude, I'll stop on some Carol Burnett and some if I'm going through, and usually YouTube pops up, and you know how YouTube is. You run across one video, suddenly it's like, hey, do you want to watch the whole collection of MASH? Okay.
Yeah,
Bam.
MASH.
Alpine.
MASH was a big one. My dad watched reruns of MASH all the time, all the time.
I'd go for, you know what? I don't think there's a G.I. Joe you could say out loud and me go, man, no, I don't feel like getting that one. I would probably, well, that's not a challenge. I'm sure
You're
there's
gonna
some
get
GI.
got real quick here, sir.
Yeah, I'm sure that somebody could hit me up with a design that I'm like, ooh, maybe not. Man, customizers and old figures and
Heck, just the other day, I was going back and looking through all of the, the things that have been announced, and they're actually like product shots of like in the package, and just being like, I was looking at what Bazooka and was it Recondo, the other one that they've done for Tiger Force now. It's like just looking at those, it's like, man, these are killer. They're insane.
you know what? Back in the day, it was like I don't I don't know if I was a snob or or it was just like because I again for the sixth time on this stream, I wasn't a GI Joe kid, but I remember seeing the Tiger Force and the Python Patrol. Maybe not so much. It was mostly Tiger Force. I remember at KB's later and thinking, man, what did they do to GI Joe? And but now I see the Battle Cat camo on the legs and the slightly different colors. It's just more options. It's just more figures. I love
The
that Outback.
the repaint of the bike with Duke is pretty rad.
Again, aesthetically, I feel like that flying tiger shark mouth should be up front.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But other than that, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you that like those weird like very well not even weird variations, but it's like I think I've always had something against those because there have been some lines that I've gotten into late and I wasn't able to find like the iconic or default version because I mean I like Battle Armor He-Man plenty fine, but I was
Mhm.
really young when Masters of the Universe was first released. So it was 2 or 3 years in when I picked it up, and it's like finding a standard He-Man was near impossible at that
Right.
point. So I've always kind of had a grudge against some of those variants because it's like it's kept me from like the actual version that I wanted.
Right. But
But
I don't remember thinking about it. Of course, I was, young when the different versions of He-Man would come along and yeah, I don't know.
like I said, I like Battle Armor, He-Man, and all the variations, but to me, those have always had specific applications. It's not just He-Man wakes up on a Tuesday, he's like, you know what? I'm going with the Thunder Punch today.
That's the hanger across the bar, in case that was in question.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. This harness. Oh, yeah. Oh no, my regular harness is at the cleaners.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But yeah, crystal ball, I'll take this.
Yeah.
But like, Skew Raider says, I am Craven. I am crystal ball. Yes, for legal purposes.
Are you craving a crystal ball?
I'm craving a crystal ball. These aren't Ninja Turtles. I'm peeved he doesn't have a crystal ball. Oh, actually, that makes sense. Well, I guess that's kind of a crystal shield ball thing.
It's like Crocmaster with an alligator, for God's sake.
Robo, search cross country and let us know if they can release him in these times. If
Oh
I
God.
bestow my permission.
Something tells me like there's something with the design. He's just in running shorts.
Cross country. I don't. What's he do? Heavy ordnance driver. Why are there red pockets on the gray pants? Other than that, I'm cool with it. Uh-oh.
Maybe his legs are bleeding.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Cross country was a hillbilly character. Wore a Civil War hat.
Oh, is that what that? Oh, yeah. Okay, I see it.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
it's gray, huh? But it doesn't have.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a shape, huh? Yeah, there it is. But the goggles kind of obscure it. Oh, but there's the Confederate flag right there on the front. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even see that. I was looking at the green vest. My dumbass went straight for the why are there red pouches on the gray pants?
And his white tube socks pulled up to his knees over his pants.
Oh, he does kind of tie him off right here, though. I guess, wading out into the
Yeah.
muskrat. What about muskrat? Get me demonetized.
What were you gonna sing? Muskrat Love.
No, 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 no. Just uh-oh, Matt's behind all over the tongue. You caught that? Because I remember saying it and not catching it. I like yeah.
He's got a
Muskrat.
very in Schwarzenegger's Crew and Predator look to him. He just looks like he'd be a character in there.
He does kind of fit in with bring up
Jesse
Hawk.
Ventura. He's got that Jesse Ventura thing kind of going on.
What Hawk do we want? Oh, are these no, that's through the ages, huh?
Now, Hawk was like the actual big boss, right?
Yeah.
Or no?
Hawk needs a bomber jacket and helmet. Hawk version 2 or General Hawk version 2. Oh man, y'all are getting complicated on me. I only see a couple of pictures here because I'm pretty good with this jacket and helmet.
Yeah, I like that too.
This just looks like the jacket does a little bit to differentiate from Duke, but that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah. Well, that's essentially what that card art is right at the beginning, right? With the burst art.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like going the other way compared to every other.
He is kind of, let's go this way. And everybody, no. That is General Hawk version 2. Yeah, that's the stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the one. Okay, everybody seems to. Yeah, I don't like this one. Yeah, simply because I don't know. That looks like Duke in somebody else's clothes.
Yeah.
And I think but it looks like Hawk has blonde hair too. Yeah. This.
Because he's like the high up guy, right?
Yeah. He was up a 5-star general.
Oh, well, yes, 5-star. Informed people, yes.
Sorry, in the UK, he was a green shirt. Oh.
Huh. Pro pull down the power structure.
With that helmet, he's Duke Hawk.
Ducock.
This live stream has had a healthy length. Talk about snow jobs some more.
That is definitely after hours.
Yeah. Hawk was a colonel in the original 13, green uniform like everyone else. Then Duke came 2 years later.
Now, am I correct in like is there a consent? There's at least a small contingency out there with like resentment of Duke for that, right? I mean, like he wasn't original or something like that. It feels like I've seen comments where there's a contingent of people who like outwardly reject Duke just because of his existence or whatever else. I don't know.
Stalker.
Well, we're getting Stalker.
But are there different looks for Stalker? Which I don't know. This pretty much this. Well, okay, they did go. I didn't want to do that. I would have liked to seen it a little more green.
Yeah, The color is like kind of very dusty green, and not Dusty the character, but
Well, I don't know. That grenade right there is green. This seems gray. Maybe a greenish gray. But then
yeah,
there's green on the artwork on the front.
yeah.
But maybe, oh well, okay, maybe this is like his more modernized version, retro carded Stalker green.
Mm, yeah, yeah, I could see that.
Veebs in the comic, Duke took over as Hawk, was promoted because higher ups didn't want him in Battlefield anymore.
Mm. And
V2 Stalker is
Duke
art.
like rejected promotions or something too, right? Because he wanted to stay in the field or something, didn't he? Right? I know I've read about stuff, but wires get crossed easily, so pardon me if that's completely wrong.
Stalker version 2. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, he comes with a
with optional meme optional,
what is it?
optional meme optional for
Oh.
soccer. The- so
Also, General Flag was killed.
hmm. Now was that before or after they named the aircraft carrier after him? Oh, that's a kayak. I thought that was a surfboard at first.
Oh, no, 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 no. I was looking at the kayak a minute ago. It's got a weapon mount and
Man, stalking on the water even.
Tundra Ranger. Interesting.
Huh.
In honor of Flag. Yep.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Dang, I'm learning so much stuff. Oh, I would love a snow surfer. Is there a version 2? Did I have version 1 or version 2?
Dang, you don't even know your correct versioning?
Don't talk to me. No, this is okay.
That's got that color combination's got like
This
Hoth
is not this is not a snow
Liam.
serpent. Wait,
That's the one. The blue and white one was yours, right?
that's G.I.Joe Snake Eyes version 2, Snow Serpent version 100. Is that a custom? What is Snow Serpent version 2? I kind of like that. Snow Serpent version 3. I'm getting heavy Snake Eyes vibes. Yeah, that one's weird. Acid Trip edition. Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Needs a brighter green variant.
Yeah.
Put it in the
And you
retro
know,
collection. Get that. Keep that
seeing
going.
seeing like the Lady J at first I
Exactly.
wasn't at first I wasn't like big on like, oh, why did they need to do Lady J? But the green is definitely different, and I think the hat logo is different too.
On which
Maybe
one? On what?
Lady J, the Walmart version.
Shit. Now I can't even remember back to the. Yeah, I don't
I
like
don't know.
this.
Gung Ho is the
Okay,
one that I'm really looking forward to, but I haven't opened this yet, but I really like the removal of the gold.
he's hiding in the yellow snow. No, that's my snow serpent right there.
He looks like he could be a Hoth driver. Well, I mean, I guess that makes sense, but it's got a very, I don't know, just accessible, classic, like Arctic guy design to him.
But the mask is very plain. It's almost like a Jason kind of
Hmm.
kind of no emotion. He's just through the snow. There's coming at you, you know? This isn't even my final form. Interesting, interesting. Oh, is that what that is? Oh, it's a rocket. It's a rocket board. Jet Power Snowboard. Okay, y'all did it.
But you got to be
You found
bold
one.
with G.I. Joe.
It took another 20 minutes, but y'all found one that I'd be like, maybe I don't need that. But again, maybe in classifieds they spruce it up and it looks badass. I don't know how they
Yeah.
would do it with those colors. That's a challenge to the G.I. Joe team.
They're crazy. They're not crazy. They're in bed.
make
They can't
make
hear
me
you.
like this. Oh no, because that Night Creeper is one of my other favorite ones. Did they do some
Night Creeper.
wait. He's awesome.
Excellent.
Night Creeper is awesome. Well, they made a new version. That's the newer version. He's a purple ninja, man.
He looks like a purple and silver ninja kind of crossed with barbecue.
Look at his crossbow, though. He shoots 5 arrows at the same time.
That is that manageable?
Hey, man, it's G.I. Joe. But which version did you say? Or Neon Orange Night Creeper Leader?
Oh, so the Night of the Creepers has
Oh
a
no,
creeper leader. Whoa, that's Tiger something, right? Or no?
I don't
What
know.
is it?
I think that looks great. I did it. I did a Tony the Tiger. Great.
This guy just came from his like Cincinnati Bengals game, and he's ready to be a
I don't. Yeah, I'd be tempted. He still comes with the 5-arrow crossbow. That works for me for some reason.
5-arrow crossbow.
Thank you, Larkin Slayer. I appreciate that. Yo, Joe. The cartoon. Well, okay, it's midnight. Is it time to go to bed? How is this
Oh
guy
man.
not Tiger Force? This is the epitome of Tiger Force.
Yeah. Just when you think Garfield variant, yeah, there
I
you
saw
go.
that right as
Garforce. that orange square down there in the bottom left, that's actually a pan of lasagna.
Hey, that's the one G.I. Joe I had as a kid. He was the only one my Meemaw approved of. Yeah, you cannot dispute a story like that, Veebs.
So, Meemaw. I remember watching King of the Hill many years ago, and Boomhauer called his grandma Meemaw, and I was like, "What the hell is that?" I'd never
Dude,
heard that
what?
before. I'd never heard that. I was
What?
like, "That is crazy shit." And then when I moved to San Antonio, within a
Mhm.
week, I was at the grocery store and I saw some little kid running down the aisle saying, "Meemaw, Meemaw." I think I
All
dropped my groceries and walked out.
all all of the grandkids called my wife's mom Meemaw.
Really?
Mhm.
I had never heard that. But
Yeah.
then again,
Cup
my
V.
grandparents are all Italian, so we call them Nana and Papa. So, that's
Oh,
probably
see.
strange to people too.
Granny. My grandma was Granny.
Really?
Yeah.
My
Cup
my both sides were Nana and Papa in my family.
Cup Veeves was the same. He had Chuckles, and that was it. That was his hidey hole
Yep.
G.I. Joe.
Yep. That was it. That was it.
Okay.
All
We're
right.
gonna get out of here. Wait. One last check. Make sure it hasn't funded yet. 562 to 599.
Yeah,
It's gonna.
I mean,
This is
with
not
our
gonna be a
normal
problem.
live stream schedule, it felt like, well, we wanted to come on and talk about this because it was new and exciting. But hell,
Yeah.
by the time we actually do this on regular schedule again, because it's not this weekend, it would be next weekend. The whole thing might just be funded, and what are we going to say then?
And we'd be talking about, oh man, this is boring. What else are
Things
they
that
gonna
happened
show?
in the
What's
past.
next? Of course, Marvel's teasing a Haslab coming up. So
Yeah,
are they
they're
gonna overlap? They're gonna
yeah,
do
they're
that
gonna have
again?
to get the gloves on because I think
Hmm.
this is gonna be the real deal.
Yeah, we'll see what's going on.
Yeah.
Wait. Are you saying Damn it. I screwed it up. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Over 9,000? Old me. Watch Dragon Ball. Neither do I.
That's some weird, wild stuff.
That's some weird, wild stuff. Okay, we are out. One more last cold slither, just to rock us out.
I wish we could play it.
You need to watch that at some point.
Yes.
But I appreciate everybody coming out, hanging
Yeah,
out
this was
really
fun.
late. Yeah. We may do this every now and then, just as a break up the schedule a little bit.
Yeah, for the night owls, because that's the cool kids.
Yeah. And now we're gonna get yourselves in beds, babies, because the night is over.
There's school tomorrow.
Yeah, get to school. We will see you later.